friends, colleagues, citizens. We stand at a pivotal moment in our nation's history. The Makan Bergizi Gratis MBG program was conceived with a noble transformative vision to end child malnutrition, combat stunting, and boost the intellectual and physical capacity of our children. The future of Indonesia. As of early 2026, we have taken bold steps with tens of millions of students benefiting from school meals. However, a program designed to give life must not be allowed to endanger it. While we celebrate the ambition of the President's flagship program, we must face the uncomfortable realities that have emerged during its implementation. We are seeing cracks in the foundation, cracks that if left unaddressed will cause this noble endeavor to crumble. This is Nourishing Minds Securing Quality, a call for accountability in the MBG program delivered by me, Rosalia Ramadhani Wijaya. First, we must address the alarming safety failures. It is heart-wrenching to report that since the program's inception, thousands of students have fallen ill with food poisoning, with cases appearing as recently as May 2026, this month. Reports show over 11,000 suspected cases in 2025, and the cases still continue into 2026, with over 1,200 suspected cases in just the first 2 weeks of this year. This is not merely a statistical error. It is a failure of care. We have found that some Satuan Pelayanan Pemberian Gizi or SPPG kitchens are failing to adhere to basic sanitation. In our haste to feed millions, have we forgotten that the food must be safe first and nourishing second? We have received reports of contaminated meals, maggots, and food left at room temperature for over 7 hours before consumption. This is unacceptable. Second, we must address the governance and budgetary challenges. Concerns have been raised regarding the decentralization of authority and lack of transparency in the accreditation of SPPG kitchens. Furthermore, studies have shown that in some areas, the 20% mandatory education budgets has been heavily impacted by the diversion of funds to this program, causing delays in school operational assistance, bus funds, and affecting teachers' salaries. We cannot nourish our children's body while starving their classrooms. Third, we must fix the logistic and quality control. We have witnessed profit-seeking behavior where portions are reduced and quality is compromised, with reports of a single chicken intended for 12 servings being stretched to 20 portions. We have seen suppliers and small businesses struggling with delayed payments, causing them to pull out of the program. Moving forward, the call to action, therefore, today, I am calling for an immediate comprehensive restructuring of the MBG implementation strategy. 1. We must stop the overexpansion, prioritize quality. We must focus on quality as assurance, not just quantity. Suspend the rollout in areas that cannot guarantee food safety. Second, rigorous inspection and accountability. We must enforce strict HACCP hazard analysis and critical control point standards. Any kitchen failing hygiene standard must be closed immediately, not just suspended. Third, transparency and local involvement. Bring in local stakeholders, parents, teachers, and community members to monitor the kitchens. Make the reporting of food safety open and transparent. 4. Protect the education budget. Ensure that the funding of MBG does not degrade the core quality of education, including teachers' wages and school infrastructures. Ladies and gentlemen, the dream of Golden Indonesia depends on a healthy generation, but a successful failure serves no one. Let us ensure that when we put a plate of food in front of a child, it is promise of a better future, not a race to their health. We must do better. Thank you very much for listening to my speech.